scheduled.
L'chaim. We did it.
L'chaim.
Here we are. To
What
life.
happened with you?
Here, just hold it up. Air. Drink the air. Here we go. L'chaim.
Oh, I still got my cup's probably sitting around here.
I love breathing. I love breathing with you, Jaron. You share the best air on the planet.
Thank you.
We're airing right now. Come on now.
We're both professional breathers. So, I've seen you in action. It's real.
Still, I'm doing it. Can't help. Okay.
My volume's super low, but whatever. I can. That's how it's gonna be. But my new phone is showing up in a couple hours here, so I'm excited.
Oh, beautiful.
Yep.
Well, you know what's showing up right now, though?
What's that?
This new moment is showing up right now.
Yes.
And we're all going to get stoned together. Everyone, are you ready?
Is this legal?
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Oh, nice.
Hot stone.
Ooh.
That's right. Let's get stoned together.
This is how you do it.
This is how you do it.
So I love this idea of tending. And you saw today, like I had been writing it like capital TEN and then DING, but then just a minute ago, I put it as 10 ING. Because that is what it's about. We're talking about getting to a 10, being at a 10. What does it take to be? And we're talking about 10. We're talking about 10 out of 10. How did you get to that? How do you be there? What does that look like? And what popped into my head a few minutes ago is like, this is about alignment. This is about connection. This is about, movement. And yes, it's about perfection, but also no, it's not about perfection because the perfection is the result. Perfection is what shows up when you allow it, when you get yourself into the space and when you put yourself in that place. And I just, one more thing on that is that I see that so many people I talk about this in my book briefly, survival of the fittest. People have this idea, and you used to hear it a lot more in our a couple of decades ago, used to hear, and it was this thing that's like, well, Darwin proved survival of the fittest. That's how things work. That's how life works. That is not true. And that's not what Darwin said. He never said that. Darwin said it's survival of the best fit. Somebody else wrote those other survival of the fittest. No, the best fit for your environment, the best fit for you, the best fit for your life, the best fit for this life, right? It's about fit. It's about resonance. Like when you play music with somebody and it goes amazing, it's usually not because it's like, okay, we're going to count like this and then we're going to stop at this measure. Not until you played with somebody for so long, but you can instantly make music. It's about resonating. It's about being together. It's about being the right fit. That's where perfection comes from. That's where getting to a 10 comes from. And a lot of that is just setting up your life. And some of that setting up your life is, what does it look like? It looks like standing up straight, putting back your shoulders, taking a deep breath, putting the corners of your mouth like higher and up, and seeing what happens. Right? I mean, it's not like you think of those things as a result, but they can be the cause. They can be the cause of it all. So that's my first rant.
I love it. I love the Jaron rants, because the rants actually, they're not just like frivolous. It's not wasted air. It's actually like channeled.
Right.
And so when there's a fit, like, look, we agree, we resonate with each other, and we resonate with this idea of tenning and tenning together, not as an alone game. I just was not working, but connecting with one of my clients on the table, and I invited him to play this game of tenning together. And he was like, well, I don't know if I can invite other people to do this. I'm like, okay, well, just start with me. I am going to reach out to you. I'm going to ask you, where are you at 1 to 10? Like right now, I'm at a 9. Jaron, where are you at?
I'm at a 9.2.
Oh, amazing. I think if I open my eyes and There,
Right.
I got to 9 2.
19192.
There
Yeah.
we go, 9 2, 9 2. So that ultimately it's a game of support. It's a game of collaboration. Because
Mhm,
ultimately, Jaron, you see things, right? Like if I were to ask you, Jaron, like, what's one thing you see that I either don't see or I forget often? That is kind of the differentiation between a 7 and an 8, for example, for me.
mhm, mm.
What do you see? Like,
Recognizing your own status, your own ability to lead,
mm,
that's
mm,
that's not about the details. Even though
mm,
you're great at keeping time and being on time, keeping
mm,
things in container, you're awesome at that, but it's the energy of
mm,
leadership that I think you forget about and then fall back
mm.
to specifics.
So true.
Just
So true. And I have diagnosis ADHD, take medication for it because I've been like, oh, I really want to pay attention to the details, be able to get. But ultimately, the sim shine, the
mhm,
diamond making business that we're in here,
yeah,
and with me is like my game is to apply just the right amount of pressure over time and heat so that people get just that shiny self that they actually are in life, the diamond self. And your Siegel Jewelers, fantastic, fantastic business. And wow,
yeah,
you stepping in and kind of taking on even more leadership, for
anyway,
example. For
yeah,
example, for example, bringing that element to business, to a family business, of like having fun and joy and playfulness and creativity, all
yeah,
of that
yeah,
is actually the thing,
really,
that if I were to say for those of you who are watching this incredibleness right now,
yeah, keep going.
is that Jaron is a 10, he forgets it. So is each one of us. But
Yeah,
his business, his family business, Siegel Jewelers, they're incredible, incredible, incredible human beings who stand not just for making a profit. No, no, like your sister, your brother. No, the commitment of your family is that people live an extraordinary life. Your father lives an extraordinary life. You live an extraordinary life. And the thing that Jaron forgets at times, if I may, because I've spent enough time with him, is he forgets one, how brilliant he is and wants to do it all, and yet his business is actually cutting diamonds and helping people get the right fit through
mhm,
relationship. It's
mhm,
actually through relationship than through advice. Jaron is a master of creating adventure and relationship and inspiring through your book, The Curve, all of us to step into the process of building the most extraordinary life possible that
yeah,
only each one of us can do by recruiting more and more people, places, and things that inspire us.
yes,
You just forget that and get caught in the perfect diamond when it's
yep,
actually, like you said, it's not about the perfection, it's about the direction, right?
yes, yes,
The direction.
yeah. And the perfection is what, you know, it's you later you look back and you're like, oh wait, oh yeah, that was perfect. But right in the moment, it's like there's a little something off. I don't quite feel it. Like nothing is 100% in the moment. I'm sorry. But so much can be perfect and 10 out of 10 in retrospect.
Mhm.
And that retrospect can happen fast. So, and when you set yourself up, when you
Oh my
set your
gosh.
day up, when you set anything up for success, you're like, oh, I woke up. That's step
Right.
number one. And then step number two, i
Minerals.
i drank some
Minerals.
water, I hydrated, I talked to my friend, I made this thing, I meditated, I whatever. You're like building those blocks and those things, including your life, who you've built within yourself, all those things. And that's what I talk about in my book, is we are building stuff. We are building it within and we're building without. And they help each other. They work interchangeably with each other. And getting to that level of perfection is also some of that building acceptance, building gratitude, building your ability to see the beauty in the moment. So it's
Mhm.
there's a lot of things to build, and it's not just building skyscrapers to the sky. Most of it is building relationships, and the most important relationship you have is with yourself. So if you don't feel great about yourself, there's no chance you're going to feel great in general. And
Mhm.
really tough to feel great about other people, or feel great, you can only love yourself, or you can only love other people, respect other people, help other people in a lot of
Mhm.
ways,
Mhm.
to the extent that you can help yourself. You can't go that much beyond to like bring joy to somebody else when you don't have it inside.
And speaking to, so like absolutely, like as a parent, you're a parent too. I have a 2-year old, an 8-year old. 2-year olds, oh my gosh, so amazing and like so scary. 8-year old, so amazing and can like totally
Yeah.
destroy me
Yeah.
in so many ways. So there's this inner parenting game, but then there's kind of this other piece that I think you're speaking to, but also might be helpful to invite in.
Mhm.
We're spinning on a planet really fast.
Yeah.
um Elon Musk is just like, okay, Mars and beyond, like we're aiming for these places, but like
Mhm.
how many planets and stars are there out there? Oh my gosh, how many galaxies are there out there? There may even be more than one universe. Here we often say like, well, if the universe wants it, it's going to happen. We can do a lot, right, for ourselves to love ourselves and to invite in more and more possibility. But what if
Right.
there's like something else that also is running an aspect of creation? Like, how are we
Mhm.
spinning? Who's spinning our planet like that? Me? No. You? No. Us? No. So there's a force. There are forces that are operating here, some of which we can speak to, and we won't get there. But
Mhm.
when we invite in the intelligence of something, the something that is doing all the somethings we can't even name,
Mhm.
isn't it kind of fun to play with the game of let's let's invite something bigger than ourselves and each other at this point to mend, because we talked about this, that
Mhm.
it's about mending. Like, we have a lot going on in the world right now. Yeah,
Mhm.
we're going to tend to each other, and there's a lot of mending and healing that
Right.
needs to happen, and especially with men. So that's why we call it mending, because the
Yeah.
men, very it's not very often that we get vulnerable, like about our insecurities and
Yeah.
compulsive behaviors and such.
Mhm.
And how do we support each other in robustly vulnerable ways? So in other words, to be vulnerable, like, oh, I'm having trouble right now with my daughter, she's screaming, and I'm done. I can't, I'm turned off, I'm numb. In that moment, I have a choice: numb out, eat something, drink something, smoke something, do something else, or reach out.
Mhm.
Now, do I reach out? If I reach out, then we have the robust vulnerability game in
Yeah.
play. And that's when we're mending, because no longer am I alone. Because men, one thing I observe, and people is, it's hard to be alone, isn't it? To be just like us trying
Yeah.
to do it ourselves, men.
Yeah.
Like, oh, me, I got this. Anyone else notice? Like, yeah.
Mhm.
Brandy Callow 3041. Shout out. Shout out.
Thank
You are
you.
shout out.
Thank you
Welcome.
for attending.
Welcome. Welcome to tending and I don't know if you're a male, but mending, or watching us mend
Well,
together
yeah.
here.
And we do, you and me, we do a lot of men's work. We have
Mhm.
an amazing men's group, and it's something that we do. You work with a lot of men, and we work with it in all these kinds of ways, and we see it. We have men have these unique challenges, especially when it comes to this. Um,
Mm.
blending the spiritual and the physical, and really getting and being in balance and
And
reaching out.
logistical
Yeah, yeah.
of our
All
lives, right?
all the lower things, like, we're good at specifics and money and creating, the physical, tangible.
Sometimes I struggle a little
But when it and it yeah,
bit.
or maybe even, like, setting these base plans or doing these, physically, but when it comes to the more abstract and the more cooperative and the more, I don't know, spiritual in a way, bringing in the community and having that interaction and that flow where you still have to maintain your physical sense and be there on time and
Hmm.
do all that stuff, but like blending it with those. So I found this just last night when some friends were leaving, and it took them like 15 minutes to say goodbye, and I had left within, a couple of minutes. I was like, I gave 5 hugs to the same person. I said goodbye. Like, I'm good. Around the
Yeah.
house, I was still listening in, but I was like cleaning, and I noticed that the people or persons that did the same thing, where they're practically, well, all these magical little moments happened in those last little, well, like, I love you because of this, and I'm so
Mm.
thankful for that,
Hmm.
and this happened, and what about this? And it was like, we already had conversations. It's already like the end of the night. Like, the kids needed to go to school the next day. But what happened by hanging on and being not just like cutting it off and doing and just being there, but you know what I'm saying, by delving in and combining that and having a little more, well, patience, a lot of things that we talk about that we as men within ourselves, within our relationship, and some of it is just taking that time, taking the patience, I think
Yeah.
you yeah.
Yeah, patience pays. It actually does pay. A lot
Right.
of times I've noticed, as a, a business owner, if I'm not patient with my people and myself, the relationships get severed
Mm,
and get fritzy. It's just like an element of grace. So as we lean in, we have a few more minutes here before we're going to cut out in about 20 at 20, is
ah,
as we lean in towards each other,
yeah.
what would it be like to drive 5 miles per hour below the speed limit?
Mm,
What would it be like to walk 1 mile per hour slower and notice through connecting with our environment what happens when we tend to our attention
mm,
as like this is the right place to be at the right time rather than there is a
mhm,
better place and some man somewhere is at it, and if I'm not in the military, then I don't really have a purpose that
yeah.
like everyone's on board for. What if we co-create here right now in this moment, in the next 2 minutes, like what if our purpose is to mend? What if our purpose is to tend together, to elevate each other rather than to pretend that there's a better life out there and invest not in the Bitcoin, but in the it coin.
Mm,
This is it coin. Right
mhm,
now, right here, right with you all who are right here. This is it. The
mhm,
it coin. It
yeah.
it pays like right now.
Mhm.
Can you sense it? It's like this is it.
Yeah, yes. Makes me wanna get down and do a couple push-ups.
Let's do it. Come on, Jared.
Okay,
This is it.
this is it.
All right. Get down, everyone. You can do it on your knees if you need to. Okay, baby. 3, 2. This is
Uh,
it, coin.
this is
And
it.
1.
Uh,
Wow, that was
Beautiful.
amazing. Thank you for that
Yeah,
invitation.
and yeah, you're welcome, and thank you for the invitation too, because when you said that driving a mile per hour slower, 5 miles per hour slower, walking that, immediately, it just sensing it, it was like annoyance, frustration, anger almost, it was like bubbling up. But I know the opposite. I know how to do those things and bring those tools in, take a breath, be satisfied with what is, let my mind be a little bit more abstract instead of just going on what's here that's so hard and unforgiving.
And this is how we can get stoned. We don't have to do that. We don't
Right.
have to do that We can do this
Amazing.
right now and just hold our breath a little bit longer together and just feel like this is it. We're actually full and blessed. And exhale. That's good
Yeah.
shit. And we can get stoned in lots of ways. We've got a
Yeah.
great inner pharmacy. And the most
Mm.
important thing we have is each other. And our connections provide all the endocannabinoids that we need,
Right.
the dopamine, the oxytocin that's happening right now through trust, the serotonin,
Mm-hmm.
lifting each other up, feeling good about our lives, tending together.
Mm-hmm.
So let's keep it going, brother, and all you brothers out there, let's mend. All you sisters and everyone who defines as all of it or none of it, like it's time. It's time. It's time to tend together, and not as like the need to be a 10,
Yeah.
but to trend towards it together.
Yeah. And that 10 is, you've heard it many times. If you're sure you've asked yourself so many times, like, how should I show up right now? What does it look like to be at my best right now? What would it be like to, and I know a lot of people say, I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. And I just don't think so. And
Yeah, well, yeah.
I know for me, like I'm rarely trying my absolute best, like rarely. And what it takes to build myself, my life, my day, my moment to be like at my best and do my best, it takes some things. And so what this mending, what this you know, coming together
Yes.
with other people is about is
Yes.
showing up in that best self, in that best way, in that most idealistic way of living with others, to others, for others. I don't care if it's the person across from you on the bus, the person next to you in line, or the friend
Right.
who you're about to see. Like all of it, go fully out. We need to connect more with people. And that's how we're going to get away from the idea and the philosophy, which somehow is still strong on our planet and it's being played on all our news programs, especially right now, that's saying, like, we're strong so we can do whatever we want. That is not the law of the universe or the law of anything. That is just that's the animal nature over. But human nature is beyond that. That's my belief. That's what I see. And we can come together and realize that we have been making this planet a lot better. At least some of us have been working real hard for a real long time to make this planet better and better and better. And we can keep doing it, but we have to act to keep doing better, keep showing up, talking to your neighbor, talking to your friend, that stranger,
That's right.
in a way that you can connect, in a connection way.
We don't need to box.
Nope.
We can get out of the box. Come on.
Yeah. Get out.
Get out of our
Punch
boxes.
yourself
Come
out.
on.
I mean, out of
Ah.
yeah. All right. Well, I like the blue. We coordinated with blue today.
We did. It was
I
so
went
fun.
all blue. Maybe
So
I'm gonna
thank you, thank you,
bag.
Jaron. You're great. Keep curving, keep inspiring. You're such a light, and those of you who are watching this too, thank you so much. Thanks for shining so bright. And 10, I'm totally 10. I declare it.
Woo! Yeah.
10.
Yes. Feeling great. I'm almost there. I'm like
And
this
maybe
close.
those who are watching, Jaron, we might want to ask, like, oh, did this conversation, did it uplift you?
Mm-hmm.
If you're watching this right now, like, is
Mm-hmm.
this helping you, supporting you to 10? And like, is there someone you could get into communication with? This is 25 minutes. You
Yeah.
could do it in 2 minutes. It could be a 1 minute conversation
And
just to check in.
yes, if there's a nugget out of here that worked for you too, put that in the comments because it would help us. It would help be that,
Mm,
like we all have so many things that we do that we engage in. It's usually just those couple of little morsels that are,
mm,
yeah, that's it. And you could take that with you
mm.
for a lifetime. Who knows?
Yeah. Like my takeaway is forget about the details. Be in the energy of leadership. What's your takeaway, Jaron, for you?
Yeah, it
Just
is.
about yourself to.
Whew, reaching out to other people, doing it with other people, it's still a huge lesson and a huge, thing that even though I'm so lucky to have so many great relationships and all that, leaning on them, being, making those a part of my healing and a part of my state change, that's huge because I just go,
Mm,
like, I can do this, I can make this better. And so
mm.
out with others to get higher.
Yeah, we. Let's
Yeah.
play the we game. Here
All
we
right.
go.
All right.
Boom. All right. Bless you all.
All right.
Thank
Bless
you,
you.
Jaron.
Take care,
Thank you,
everybody.
everyone. Bye.